I thought I'd never uncover why everyone accused me of touching my daughter until I stopped searching. Me and my daughter were moving into a new neighborhood when I saw my face on a poster. It read, "Warning, child predator in the area," with my face printed in the center. I managed to rush Bella inside and take it down before she could see it, but that night I went outside and saw another poster on the telephone pole. This one said I was on the registry for forcible rape of a child under 13. It was written with one of those fancy ink pens, and the eyes were dotted with hearts. I spent hours driving around tearing them down, trying to figure out who would do this. Some looked fresh, some had been there for days. I even called a lawyer, but he said without knowing who to name, we couldn't file for protection. I checked with the only other black family on our street. There were no posters about them. I confronted my neighbor, Mr. White, who'd been glaring at me. He called the cops on me for harassment. I learned not to call anyone after that, and figured everything would work itself out. And the next day, I was proven very wrong. My boss called me into his office. Someone left this on my desk. He slid one of the posters across the table, avoiding all eye contact. "This is fake. You can check the actual registry." "I'm sorry. Security will help you with your things." That was it. The whole reason that me and Bella had moved to the neighborhood was gone. I sat in my car doing the math. Severance would last 2 months, and we couldn't afford to move. I was trying to figure out how to tell Bella when I found her sitting on the front steps with a bag of frozen peas on her face. What happened? She looked up, and her left eye was swollen shut. There was blood on her school uniform. Some kids cornered me in the bathroom. Her voice was thick from crying. They said I probably wanted to be raped because it runs in the family. I don't even know what that means, Dad. My whole body went cold. How many kids? 3 boys from the grade above. They pinned me against the wall and kept hitting me and saying stuff about you and what you do to kids, and I pulled her into a hug and she sobbed into my shirt. Her whole body was shaking. "Dad, can you homeschool me?" Everything I couldn't give her sat in my stomach like stones. "We'll figure it out, baby." That night, we stayed inside with the curtains drawn. Anyone walking by could be the person who wanted us gone. She sat on her bed, staring blankly at one of the posters when she asked, "Dad, is Mom gonna use this against you in court next week?" I buried my face in my hands. It was the annual custody review that I'd forgotten about. "No, honey. Dad, please make sure they don't send me back to her," she exclaimed. "You don't understand what it was like before," she whispered, her voice smaller now. "What do you mean?" "When her boyfriend Croc moved in, she made me sleep in the basement. She told me teenage girls give off pheromones that make grown men crazy. Said I had that look that makes men do bad things. Sweetie pie, why didn't you tell me? I thought it was just normal until I lived with you and realized other kids don't get dress-coded in their own bedroom." The next morning, we walked into the courthouse. Bella had insisted on coming even though I told her she could wait outside. It was supposed to be a 5-minute routine procedure until my ex-wife's lawyer stood up. "Your Honor, we need to address the child's condition." The judge studied Bella, and her eyes widened at her obvious bruises and split lip. "These injuries occurred while in her father's custody," the lawyer said, voice all smooth and concerned. Bella tried to speak, but my ex-wife's lawyer cut her off. "The child will obviously protect her father despite the danger. She's brainwashed. I'm requesting immediate emergency custody transfer," he continued, "for the child's physical safety." I was glaring right at my ex-wife when I saw it. The corners of her mouth lifted ever so slightly into a smile. The same smile she had when she used to win arguments by making me look crazy. Suddenly, everything clicked. My ex-wife had done all of it, all to win back a daughter she never wanted in the first place. And I guess Bella saw the smile too, because her hand found mine under the table, fingers shaking. Full story on channel linked below.